Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 410. If you are writing a book or thinking about it or trying to finish a book that you have in progress, or perhaps you need help reaching more readers to let them know about your book, you are in the right place. Good morning, happy Monday, happy Memorial Day. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., I-N-K, like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. "It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up." Vince Lombardi. Well, once again, good morning, happy Monday, happy Memorial Day. And those three things I just said, writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits, those of you who listen to the show regularly are probably quite familiar with those three things by now. They are the three things I always say that can determine an author's success and also turn a non-author into a published author. Therefore, every Monday, what I do is I offer a single piece of advice for each of those three areas. And here is today's writing fundamentals tip. If you're wondering about the clarity and impact of your writing, try this. One of my favorite ways to look for things like this, for lack of clarity or lack of impact, or any way that my writing can be punched up, is to read my manuscripts out loud. Whether the whole thing or more frequently what I feel like are problem areas based on the silent reading that I do. So I read it silently first, kind of see where I get tripped up, and then read those areas out loud. Because I can tell, when I read these areas quietly and then out loud, if I find myself rereading a certain area, like a sentence or a few sentences or whatever, if I find, just kind of unconsciously find yourself stuck in a certain area, I'm sure that there's something wrong with that area, whether it's my own work or if I'm, my coaching clients, I'm reading their manuscripts. So if you find yourself doing this, if you find yourself, reading the same area of your manuscript over and over and over again, whether silently and then, of course, out loud, you can really tell, consider it a muddy or unclear or run-on sentence alert and have a closer look and see how you can improve your writing. Here is today's productivity habit tip. Avoid the trap of being an all or nothing perfectionist, as in, like if you cheated on your diet one day, so you get discouraged and you quit and you go back to your old ways of eating. And the author version of this is you start writing your book, but then maybe you don't work on it for a week because, life. So you get discouraged and quit the entire project. It's like, that's it, all or nothing. And you know what? Nothing worth having is an all or nothing proposition. Everything valuable is a long-term, step-by-step process that requires perseverance and an inner grit that brings you back to that thing you want over and over, one step at a time, whether the thing is exercise or eating or a sport or any other kind of goal or writing a book. Even on bad days, find a way to chip away at your goal, even for 5 minutes at a time. Don't quit. And finally, here is today's mindset habit tip. Now, one thing I've observed with elite athletes is, just from afar mostly, is that they are the way they are in part because they believe they will be able to overcome whatever obstacles come their way. They have just an extraordinarily powerful, quote unquote, no matter what attitude that drives them. So this is something worth putting thought into. As authors, what does that concept mean to you? Just an overwhelming belief that no matter what happens to you as an author, whether through the writing or the publishing or the marketing process of your book, you will be able to solve the problem. Just this absolute faith and belief that whatever obstacle comes your way, you will be able to get past it, no matter what. Really something interesting to think about what that concept means to you personally and how you can apply it to your identity as an author. Thank you for joining me here on your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book, no matter what. Be sure and drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. I'd love to help you out with your writing goals any way that you need. Thanks again, and until tomorrow, happy writing.